What's going on, my peoples? We are here on this beautiful Saturday morning, man. Just chilling. Got some things to do today. Got a house to go look at in West Palm Beach. I want to do some videos of that. But today, what I want to talk about, man, I want to talk about a U.S. food supervisor called me out yesterday, man. Let's just get straight to the point. Basically, what happened was we had a driver that I trained, and he went to make a delivery at a customer. And what happened was he had a key for the store, and I guess he didn't see the key in the bag and whatever. He must have went to deliver at other store, and the supervisor called him about that, and he told the supervisor what happened. He told the supervisor that he didn't know about the key being in the bag, right? And basically the supervisor asked him who trained him. And when the supervisor told him it was me, he basically said, "Oh, you wasn't trained right." You feel me? And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not how a professional handles a situation. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of other things you can do to it's a lot of other ways you can do to handle that situation, because you gotta understand a food service driver is not gonna know everything in 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? And this particular driver was that I was training. They kept taking him away from me, and he even had to quarantine for 2 weeks at once. So I think he had went out on his own 2 or 3 days, and then he had he came down with the C, and he had a quarantine. So most of the things that he learned, that But one of the things I do when I train people, man, I take pride in telling them, like, yo, any situation you have, call me. Because I work every day, Monday to Friday, right? So I'm like, if you run into any situation, just call me. Because one of the things about training people is that they're going to run into most issues when they're on their own. You get what I'm saying? That's when they're going to run into the most issues. So I took initiative to let any driver I train, I take the initiative for them to call me so I can help them out. You get what I'm saying? And that's team up. You know what I mean? I'm willing to team up. That's actually one of U.S. food culture belief. You get what I'm saying? So instead of you coaching the driver through what's going on, you rather call out somebody else, defamation or character. That's not me. I take pride in training people. I could have handled this situation differently, but I kicked back and I sat back and I'm like, you know what? I ain't worried about that, man. Cause at the end of the day, man, it's like when you try to be right, when you try to act right, when you try to motivate people, when you're just moving down a positive, when you're just like a positive person, it's like obstacles. You know? Like, I just like people that talk straight. You see what I'm saying? It's so much obstacles, man, and that's why I be telling people, when y'all come to food service, one thing I want y'all to remember, man, these companies, they're actually bigger than any supervisor. Anybody that works in the warehouse, any drivers, any security that works in the yard, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I do, I treat everybody with respect. It's all about respect. So I'm saying, I respect everybody I work with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got time for the pettiness. I don't got time for the pettiness. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that situation could have handled way more better than that. And I ain't gonna lie, when I heard that, I was pretty upset, because I know I take pride in the people that I train. I even train some good people that's still working at U.S. Foods right now, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just gotta let negativity, it's gonna work itself out. Negativity will always work itself out. You You feel me? It'll always work itself out. Because you tell me, like, in food service, all the food service drivers out there, right? Let's talk real for a second. How long do you guys think it takes for you to feel 100% comfortable that you can say, you know what? I finally got this job. I finally know what the heck I'm doing. Sometimes it'll take up to 3 months. It's so much to learn, yo. It's not just throwing the cases on the hand truck and bringing it inside. It's so much to learn. You know what I mean? And some of the times we just don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we just don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you don't see me being petty and calling out no supervisors for not doing their job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not petty like that. You know what I mean? I'm not built like that. I'm built kind of like Ford tough. You know what I mean? I'm not petty. You feel me? So all the food service driver that's coming into the game right now, these are just some of the little obstacles that you got to go through. It ain't nothing. You keep on pushing. You know what I mean? Fortunately, we got a lot of good people in place at the right position at this job that's in the right position that know what time it is. You know what I mean? So little pettiness like that, it's just petty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna worry about pettiness because it's the weekend, and sometimes you just gotta let petty people go. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna join their petty party. You know what I'm saying? But and one of the things I want drivers to know, right? When you're coming into this game of food service, you gotta just read your instructions also. Like, you're gonna have it's gonna be paperwork in your paper. Just read it, man. It'll tell you exactly what to do, because you gotta understand that when you're getting trained, like, it might be a situation where your trainee is not gonna be going through, but you're gonna be going through. But you can read your way through it. You get what I'm saying? For instance, that particular situation that the driver faced was actually in the delivery instruction. So instead of this supervisor putting down a driver, which is me, all he had to do was coach the other driver through the situation. Oh, next time just make sure you're reading the driver instruction, and it'll tell you key drop, you have a key in the bag, it's in the driver instruction. But instead you rather point finger at me that I don't train right. I can run circles around you. I can run circles around almost a lot of people in the building. All my customers, well, maybe 95% of my customers, because you can't please everybody, likes my service. I make on-time deliveries. On time. I've been late to work one time. I've been late to work one time. One time in like the past over 400 days, I've been late to work one time, and I call out like once or twice, and it was for a reason. And these are the type of employees, these are the type of drivers you really want to call out. Really, one thing I want to let y'all supervisors know, right? And shout out to all the good supervisors out there. There's some really good supervisors out there. One thing I want to let y'all know, right? Most of these companies is driver driven. Sales driven morally, but it's also driver driven. You need some drivers on your side. You need some drivers on your side. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a supervisor. He's very cool. Like, if that dude pick up the phone and be like, hey man, I need you to go help out a driver, man. They're running behind. I might be upset, but I'm gonna help them out. But you can't call my phone, bro. Can't call my phone. And the reason I'm making this video, it's kind of like a little therapy also, to get my mind right, to get my mind off the situation. But it's also like a learning video to you guys out there, to let you know, man, that food service is a doggy world, bro. Like, it just, like, always people, like, it just, we're out here, we're faced with all the cases. We got to deal with the customers. We got to deal with the traffic. We got to deal with all this stuff. And instead of having support, this is what we get, bro. Instead of having support, we have characters like these that's just talking behind our back. And I just don't get it, bro. I had my pump jack cut last week, and I just need it for my job. I had my pump jack cut last week, and to be honest with you, it's getting quite frustrating. And I'm the type of person, man, I don't complain. I just go to work, right? And yet still, you got drivers that come to work every day and cry. They literally, hey, sometimes when I say drivers be crying, you gotta think I'm playing, man. Drivers be literally crying, like water be coming out their eyes, like, yo, I ain't got no jack, what I'm gonna do? And I just come to work and man up and go to work. This type of BS I gotta put up with, bro. I don't appreciate being called out like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate that, because I thought US food was second to none. I thought we had to talk straight. I thought we supposed to team up. I thought we supposed to walk the talk. That's US food culture belief right there. You know what I'm saying? That's US food culture belief. I could have handled this differently. I could have approached the situation. I could have went to upper management, expressed how I feel. I could have called corporate. Corporate don't want to hear that crap, and I'm not a corporate caller anyway. I think situations should be handled like on a DC level. I could have turned into a Jamaican, which I am Jamaican. I don't know what that means. I could have turned into a Cuban, which I am Cuban, so I don't know what that means. Or I could have turned into the combination, Jamaican and Cuban. You don't want to see that side of me. But you know what? Be honest with you, like in 2021, I asked God, I'm like, yo, just guide me through the year, because like 2020 was so negative, and I'm just trying to be right, and I'm just trying to live right, man, and stuff like that. So every time I come up on a situation where I know I can lose it, I like, sometimes I just pray for guidance, you know. Sometimes I just pray. And once again, God told me to leave it alone, man. He just told me to leave it alone. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is God telling me to leave everything alone, man? I just want to handle a situation by myself. But every time something comes up and I pray, he's like, yo, just leave it alone. Like, when can I get some actions, God? When can I? Leave it alone. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. Once again, I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what I mean? Once again, God want me to leave it alone, so I'm gonna leave it alone. And y'all pray, man. I'm telling you, you guys, if you guys, when you get in a situation, not just only when you get in a situation, just pray. It really works. You know what I'm saying? And it'll it'll guide you. And y'all pray, and y'all read, and y'all meditate. Pray, read, meditate. Take a lot of time to yourself. Taking time to yourself is very important, and you'll kind of like guide yourself through situations. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can't. Sometimes your first actions are not your right actions. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes your first actions is actually your wrong actions, and your first actions can actually get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Your first actions can probably get you arrested, all type of stuff. You lose your job, stuff like that. You lose a good job because at the end of the day, U.S. food is a good job, but like it's just some wrong people in places, man. You know what I mean? And I know I can train. I know I can train, man. So I ain't worried about that, you know. I'm thinking about transferring again, man. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about transferring because, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about transferring. But the only bad thing is that, like the U.S. food DCs down here, they're just so spread it out, man. You know, but like my best times working at U.S. food is actually when I was out of the drop yard, because when you're in a drop yard, man, it's like it feels so better, man. Like you don't gotta worry about a negative supervisor, bro. Like that's the worst thing, man, is to deal with a negative supervisor. And the funny thing is, all our transportation managers, they've been like good people, but they just got, every now and then they just come across some negative supervisors, yo, and I don't know why. Feel me? I can train. I know how to train. And it bothers me that somebody said that I don't know how to train, because I take pride in training. And it really bothers me. You know, I don't even want to train no more, to be honest with you. It really bothers me, man. Like, feel me? But, hey, Saturday, we ain't worried about that. We about to get out of here. I got a video of our house pre-construction I'm about to show today. So you gotta make sure to like, subscribe, stuff like that, and stay tuned for all my videos. Watch all my cooking videos, watch my real estate video, and watch my trucking video, because I'm running a triple content YouTube channel, man. It is what it is, man. You know, I do 3 different type of content on the same channel. I was thinking about separating it, but I'm not gonna do all that, man. Hey, y'all have yourself a blessed day, man.